Tensions are rising between the key figures vying for the St. Andrew Eastern Battleground constituency. The Jamaica Labour Party JLP Member of Parliament for St. Andrew Eastern, Fayval Williams, who is also the country's finance minister, launched a scathing critique of her opponent, Patricia Duncan Sutherland, and the opposition's plans if it forms the next government. Her comments came at a JLP area council meeting on Sunday. With the latest, here's Andre Jebinson.
Stage is being set for a St. Andrew Eastern showdown once the date is announced for the next general election. Fayval Williams is trying to make it 3 in a row for the JLP. Her neighbor and fellow MP Juliet Holness thinks that Williams' success is assured.
Like Ja work in East Rural, Fayval is working in Eastern, and the second Juliet, my namesake, is working hard for the people of West Rural. We have never seen anything like that before, because people can only stay in seats when they work hard and they know that their constituents want them to come back to work hard again. Those who don't perform, them wander all over Jamaica.
They rile up the people them in Augst Town to tell the ZOSO to leave. But that woman crazy. She don't know Augst Town. She don't know Augst Town when guns were barking in Augst Town.
So we can't pick up ourselves now because we have enough potential here in Augst Town. But the other thing I think that we need to deal with is the ZOSO and the lack and the problem you have when you don't know how will a ZOSO get lifted. Yes, Comrade Donna Scott Mottley and Comrade Leader, this is a problem we have to solve. What will cause a ZOSO to be lifted in a community? This is the longest standing ZOSO in Augst Town in Jamaica. From them introduce it, a ZOSO is introduced and it's still under ZOSO. When you come into your community and you see soldier checkpoint, it gives you a different kind of viewpoint of your community. You don't feel good. When do you take up a soldier checkpoint? When do you stop putting people under pressure? When do you begin to move that ZOSO out into development? And what will cause it to be lifted? Because there must be a way to get out of underneath a particular kind of oppressive law. That police can come in here and say curfew today.
Developing the policy as to how you come out of this situation.
Presently now, we are restricted by so many other security, which is, I believe it is unfair. But at the same time, while we understand the issue and the environment, we need to find a balance so that the people themselves can enjoy a decent life, do their business, and decide whether or not they want to keep their party. Because you can keep a party next week, this week you shut down here, that boy, you can't keep party, and there's no explanation. The people are not a part of a process that let them feel as if we are in this together. What I would really like to see, because as councillor, I get the complaints every day. And therefore, I tell them that we want to see the kind of conversation between the state security, the community security, and how we work those things through. All right, because I believe community policing should play a real role in these kind of communities. It has reaped up fruits already, and I believe that this kind of standoff between the security forces and the residents is not going to put us anywhere. We need to come together at the table to decide that this is the best way forward and see how best we can continue the living that we're having in Augst Town here.
Councillor, you have really answered the question which you posed. Augst Town is a model for what can happen when people work together and when people have the same goals and the same objectives. Because it has been the subject of studies not just locally but internationally. It is a model that any prudent government would embrace. The People's National Party does not believe in repression and oppression. of the people. We believe that we should bring out the very best in people, and we do so by consultation and discussion. Community policing is always a way to go. But what is more important is when a community decides how it wants to live. And peace will bring wealth. You spoke about the university community. Augst Town, everybody in here should be wealthy, should have their own home, should have a business, a thriving business, because you are so positioned that you can make it possible. Our administration, the administration which will shortly be in power, will not be advocating for repressive moves. We will ensure that you will be able to move freely with dignity. At the same time, we are going to insist that you obey the law. Now I'm going to ask the party leader to come in on this, because he kind of was always present here. So he understands the dynamics of the community, and I can see that he wants to say a few words.
Thank you very much. Darrington, I mean, you're absolutely right. The historical heritage of Augst Town is important. Bedward is a very important historical figure in the Jamaican culture and politics. The ZOSO is supposed to bring security in a situation where things are out of hand. And then when that has been achieved, it must be about now how do we develop the community so that we don't go back to that place. And I think that's where the stumbling block is. You know, the security forces need to be guided as to how that should work. And the way that we deal with permits in this country for entertainment events in communities needs to be overhauled. There's a lot of arbitrary behavior. It is used as a punishment more time, and you don't know who or why these decisions are being taken. You just feel that it is being taken because the people want to keep you down, and that can't be right. And so we have to put a proper system, a transparent system, which the community itself must be part of developing, so that people know and understand in what circumstances music can play for how long, and when it can't, and reasons why, and we just move forward like that. But of course, entertainment is part of the culture. We love the niceness, and we want, you know, enjoy ourselves, and we want to do a little selling there too, and money can run through the community and so on. And of course, if it's nice, people will come from outside and say, what? Man, for come to Augst Town and come listen to sound because you know some niceness. So we want that kind of vibe to flow.
This administration takes national security seriously, and through the National Security Council, something that we have instituted in a consistent way, we have been able to coordinate, enhance, and strengthen the work and collaborative efforts of various security forces to yield greater synergies from our security forces. And again, I would like to acknowledge and thank, but most importantly, encourage the members of our security forces. Through their respective heads, the Chief of Defense Staff of the JDF Vice Admiral Antoinette Weems Gorman, CD, Commissioner of Police Dr. Kevin Blake, CD, Director General of MOCA, Colonel Desmond Edwards, and Commissioner of Customs Dr. Velma Ricketts Walker, CD. Continue with your concerted effort to make Jamaica safe. Together, we will eliminate the gangs and bring peace to our country.
You can sleep with your windows and doors open. Fantasy again.
You will well recall when the Prime Minister said that if you vote for the PNP, you may lose your life. And that if you vote for the Labour Party, you'll be able to leave your windows and doors open.
Without question, that was not a promise, that was a commitment. And we remain absolutely committed to that.
Having visited the first zone of special operation, that the people there, without prompting, came out and said, thank you, I can sleep with my window and door open.
You make me sleep in the window.
Long time I sleep in the window walking like a cool breeze. Now some people take it as a joke, but they were serious.
I see these actions as intimidated, and I see it as a threat to my campaign. We are saying to the JCF and all the agencies that is affiliated with that we would like to have the kind of peace that is in Augst Town that the residents have demonstrated and deserve, and that kind of behavior of trying to divide the residents because of political motive, yes or no, we will not accept.
Guys, the people them and the police, them never in a no problem until them decide say they want to do Venetia things because she crossed the floor. And I show you guys the videos and all the things that they have said following the threat of Mark Golding calling Venetia traitor on the political platform and getting his mob and his cult to go after her. These people are trying to make it look like the police are intervening or interfering in an election process. That's not so. If there is a threat to the candidate's life, they have a duty to carry out their job, to intercept that threat or the threat to anybody's life. So what they're coming and talking now, like said, they want to blame the police and them not talk about what them set up against Venetia. They're not talking about it. I encourage all well-thinking Jamaican not to support these people. They are a threat to the society. And I encourage the police them to continue doing their job. I have been warning guys for a long time, for 3 years, that these guys are very dangerous and they do not like women. You see what come happen? Them kill Melissa and cover it up and carrying on like nothing happened. These people are very dangerous. And I say to Venetia, get security because they are hell-bent that you are a traitor. I don't know what is the problem because other people cross the floor and you don't see them down at Westmoreland, on platform, or rub out the man them will cross the floor. But they have it out for you, and I would not be surprised if, as a matter of fact, I don't want to talk it. Let me not say it. I'm going to show you that the People's National Party, with the Rise Movement faction within, they are not good people, and they pose a threat to every woman on planet Earth. There are many people who cross the floor. You don't see them going after men. They're going after Venetia with a vengeance, and they have plot to kill her. This man right here is the leader of the cult I have been talking about. And if people were listening to me, Melissa Sylvia would not have died because she would have taken herself away from and out of this cult, right? So what they're plotting to do is to get rid of Venetia so that they can win the constituency of Papine division. Normally when you cross the floor, you go. Nobody set out to harm you. But I'm going to let you guys see the series of events and let you hear about their gunman that they set to kill Venetia. And the plot failed when the police intervened because the police know there's tension. They make their presence felt in the area. And as soon as they roll up in the community, the boy them with them gun start fire shot off at the police, and the people them come out because them a tell lie upon the police. Them say them are the aggressor, and it's not true. And I have heard it from credible sources within the constituency. This is what led up to what is happening right now. Mark Golding taking the platform and using language to make people come after Venetia and their plot to kill her. Listen to what Mark Golding said recently.
The man who is going to show Venetia Phillips that you are a traitor, you do not survive, and success cannot be yours.
Darrington Ferguson, councillor candidate for the People's National Party, Papine Division.
How ready is the Papine Division?
The People's National Party organization in the Papine Division, we are ready. We are anticipating the announcement, and as soon as that is done, then you will see the full machinery for the People's National Party on the ground, making sure that we secure victory for the People's National Party.
That's a tough one. I know that you're going up against a stalwart. some would say a veteran councillor, Venetia Phillips. How do you feel about that?
The lease that was given to Venetia Phillips in the Papine division will expire when the local government elections are called. Expecting and waiting for the local government election to call to unleash all the resources that we have.
Some people would say Venetia Phillips is not a walkover because she has been there, like you have said, for 12 years. What are some of the feedbacks? I know that she should have gone on the other side. What are some of the feedback you're getting from the residents within the Papine division?
Well, the PNP supporters, especially those who are ardent supporters and comers of the party, naturally they are going to feel betrayed. There is no action that can justify that it is okay to just walk away with their vote. The People's National Party is the one who put her on the map in the division, and therefore everyone who supported the People's National Party there would have at some point in time feel hurt. At the same time, remember, Venetia Phillips would have made friendship along the way, so there are those who will believe that it's okay, but the majority of the people will not sit well with it.
And they're not joking, the guys are not joking now, because I just come and finish and they say they're not voting for anybody green, and it's their decision to vote for who they want to vote for.
Listen to this newscast 2 days ago. It may be minimizing the seriousness of what is happening, but listen nonetheless.
Pressure is building in the Papine division as the People's National Party, PNP, took aim at the JLP's Venetia Phillips and her seat during a party meeting in Papine, St. Andrew this week. A challenge was issued as the party seeks to dominate the polls. More from Celine Campbell.
Political shots are intensifying against political turncoat Venetia Phillips. Phillips, the incumbent in the Papine division, officially crossed the floor to sit with the Jamaica Labour Party, JLP, in December of last year. Councillor Phillips contends the PNP of old is not the same today, feeling no remorse over her move. However, during a party meeting in the division on Wednesday, PNP's General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell reminded PNP supporters of what he describes as their list of motivations to vote. And topping his list was the move by the sitting councillor.
Monday morning when they give you the number 2 HB pencil, and you look on the ballot paper, and you see Ferguson Darrington, and then you see that other name, and you see the head beside Darrington, and while you take up your pencil, and so you see this your ex of a traitor who take the PNP seat, can't go home and live a life. This your ex here.
Dr. Campbell now reasons she played a critical role in the party's demise at the time.
We lost Eastern St. Andrew. You know why we lose Eastern St. Andrew? Because the same smarty will run gone over the deception side, sabotage the PNP, and make portion of get to resign as Prime Minister. One more X beside the head.
Meanwhile, party leader Mark Golding, in his charge to councillor candidates, placed strong emphasis on the importance of PNP candidate for the Papine division, Darrington Ferguson, wresting the power from his former comrade.
Comrade Darrington, I have full faith and confidence in you. Comrade Darrington, you gave me one of the sweetest feelings when you won your victory in Papine. Believe you me, because your opponent, we don't say nothing. We're just glad say you give it a victory. Cross. Cross. And I want to thank everybody inside here who played any role in that happening. You know, who stepped forward with Darrington and make sure, say, we win the Papine division. Because what? We now have the KSAMC, Andrew Sweeney is the mayor. And he's doing good things. We're doing good things. So it is a wonderful thing, really a wonderful thing. I think really not looking good, you know? Want to big up Comrade Patricia Duncan Sutherland, next Member of Parliament, Eastern St. Andrew. My brethren, Dr. Andre Harton, next Member of Parliament, West Central St. James, yeah. Comrade Darrington, councillor for Papine Division, Comrade Little, caretaker for Mona Division, all of the comrades in the house, all of the supporters in the house. And you know, you have a candidate in Trisha, who is a very experienced person. She has lived through many things in life. She is very capable, and her heart is with the people. She will be an excellent member of parliament, an excellent representative for you. And I know that she's working hard to make that happen, and she has my full support, full support. Make up on the mind. Work has to be done. It's not going to just happen so. We have to make sure that every comrade who voted for the People's National Party in 2011 and delivered the victory, if they're still alive, they have to go vote when the election call. And even some who are not alive, you know, if them can deal with it, no problem. Because as them say, we name power party.
And just step up and get busy and get wicked on them touch. Like you think this thing will come easy. You're fooling yourself. Nah, come easy, right? Nah, give up this so easy. Jamaica, what's it say? The table turn. We don't take this thing serious. Make some sacrifice so make we come through this time. We have built something together, young people. We have built that thing for the People's National Party. Enough of you don't really know me, you know. Probably somebody else said me for the first time, I listened for the first time. We want to understand who it is. See? Because John will represent heart of the PNP. Yeah. I'm proud of them. And them giving us strength. We don't feel that no guy in a parliament can't tell me nothing. I just 14 away in there. But the 40, how much of them 49 of them? Enough of them now, nothing for say. Enough of them just dead like some empty barrel and big peering nice. We're not afraid of them.
And of course, the labor right them must say, we are sabotaging thing. They're so damn fool. Them paranoid.